Okay, I'm out here again. We got the cup holders and stuff in there in the navigation unit. So, I got a couple indicator lights that I'm going to put in the dash so that you know whether the turn signals are blinking or not. But we also need a turn signal switch. So we're make a mount here, weld on the steering column to have a turn signal switch. So you can flip this switch up and down, and this is just a dormant switch, so it'll be easily serviceable. You know, you can buy another dormant switch, but what we're going to have to do is make a plate that bolts and then holds this mount for this, so that if you want to service it, you can unbolt that plate off, you know, and then, you know, take the switch out and do whatever you got to do to service it. So it's just going to run down there and the wires will be, you know, cable loomed and then wire tie, and another wire tie. So we're not going to have to worry about hiding anything other than just the switch. So that's the plan today. We're going to make a switch mount, and we're going to drill 2 holes in the dash for indicators. And all those parts are in now. I'm going to pull the steering wheel off and get the turn signal stuff ready to wire. And that's the plan. Alright, I've been playing around with this piece of cardboard. I think I might have something that I don't have to actually make an unboltable mount. So I think this will actually be able to drop in and out. Like you can actually take the nut off and drop that switch in and out, being that far away. So I'm going to make this out of steel, this piece of cardboard I got, and we're going to see if I can leave the bottom open and maybe weld the top and make it to where the switch will come in and out, so that I got a turn signal switch on the column. Alright, so we're going to go transfer this to the metal now and make that switch. Okay, so I got the, you know, our little stupid template transferred over to steel. Now I'm going to first drill the hole, make sure that switch fits. And, you know, I got it broke so that the switch can't turn. The brake is actually going to hold it. And then we'll cut this out on, you know, the shear. And get it up in there to weld. Alright, I got the hole drilled in there. And we're ready to, the switch fits pretty good, so it'll be able to be bolted up. So now I just need to cut that out and break it, and you know, get the other piece made up for the shape that I want. So step 1 done. Alright, I got the shape cut out here on the throat of the shear. So it's ready to go over there to the brake, and we'll put this brake in it. And we'll go out there and see if everything works the way it's supposed to. Alright, we got it clamped in here on the marks. So we're going to give it a 90-degree bend. And we're going to take that out there, and we're roughed in now. We'll do some grinding when we get there, and we should be able to turn signal switch. Now I'm going to put it on there, and I'm going to weld the top. So I need to make a plate. When we get out there, we'll make a template for that secondary plate. I don't think the bottom's going to be capped in the back, so, you know, there's really no, you know, security risk in the turn signal being jumpered by anybody, and we just need to make it look pretty. So we're going to go test this bracket out now and clean it up with a grinder. Alright, so I test fit the switch. So you see how the hole drops in there, and this thing's not going to be able to go side to side. So it's going to work out pretty good, I think. So we just need to make this pretty and make a top cover for it. and then get it welded on. Alright, so I got this all but made, but the top plate, which is going to be the structure from turning this way and that way. So we'll make the top plate to go over there, and the switch will drop out from the back side. It should be able to, you know, be unthreaded and drop out the bottom. And this will be our turn signal switch. So we'll have to clean it up a little bit. I'll have to weld a top piece in here. It shouldn't need a bottom piece, but you know, I might change my mind. I might put everything in but the back. There may be a bottom piece that goes in for a little more structure. But we'll give us a turn signal in here and, you know, keep moving forward. Alright, so I got the box made. It'll go on there like this. And now I gotta clean up the ground, you know, ground it off so I can weld it on there. But and then we'll have a turn signal switch. Alright, I'm gonna get it welded on. Okay, I got the bracket welded on with that upper piece. I nicked my dash a little bit, so we're gonna get it painted now. It's on there. It's not coming off, and the switch is able to come in and out. So we're going to. So I got a burr I gotta grind off. So we'll grind this burr off, and then we'll get all this painted. Alright, we've got the switch bracket all painted. We just gotta wait for it to dry. And it's all welded on. It's not going anywhere. So we got turn signal switch, and now I just gotta plan out for those two indicators for the turn signal. Alright, I got the two arrow indicators drilled. See, there's a little green arrow in there. So I got one pointing one way and one pointing the other way, little green arrows. And you'll be able to see them with the steering wheel on, so you'll be able to know if the indicator is still on or not. So that's done. I might have a little bit of silver touch up I gotta do on that one. But we got two little turn signal indicators, and we got the turn signal switch. It's not dry yet, so when it gets dry enough I can I'll have to shoot it again because I touched it too much. Here, put a little coat of paint on it, get it shiny, and then when it dries I'll be able to have turn signals and turn signal indicator. Alright, so I got the turn signal right, left, center, and you'll be able to know whether you got the indicators on or not. So now I'm going to go, I think I'm going to make this wood grain silver. So I'm going to make it match the dash. So we'll sand it all out and tape it out, and you know, make it silver. So we're going to make this wood grain. We're just going to sand it so it sticks and tape it all out. We'll see what it looks like. Alright, I got it all sanded and taped off. Ready to make that center part center or silver like the dash is. So I'm going to spray it now, and man, fingers crossed it turns out okay. Alright, I got the center painted silver like the no longer wood grain. I think I'm going to sand it and do a couple more coats, but it's coming along. And next will be to bolt the seats down and put the seat belts in. I get past that, I'll actually at the point where I'm putting the drivetrain in this thing. So we got this V8 here out of a Dodge truck, and I didn't want to be, having to do the, the trans and, stuff like that with the tunnel in the way. The transmission and the motor and all that in the way. So we're at the point now where I'll probably have to sand this and put another coat on it to make myself happy. But the silver matches the dash, and probably going to call it for the night. And tomorrow we'll be mounting the seats and making seat belts, and the interior should be done then. Other than wire it up and I got a fuse box to mount and do all the wiring. But we got turn signal indicators and we got turn signals now, and we're getting closer each day. So if you like this kind of stuff, check back in. All right, I think it looks really good, silver and silver there. So what we're going to do now is I got a turn signal switch. So we're going to use this 30 amp starter button. So it should be, we shouldn't really need a relay with the rating of the 30 amp button. But I'm going to put it over here for a horn. So we got to do the same thing, build a plate out and another one. So we're going to mark it up with some paper here and weld that on and get a horn, all the things you need to get legal. So yep, I ain't worried about windshield wipers. I don't have wipers out there. It's all, that whole cowl's been welded in. That's something I'm gonna have to do later. I'm gonna have to put a glass window in this at some point, but right now I'm just getting it rolling, and this horn will be a simple thing. I'm gonna make the bracket for it. All right, I got a pattern designed here to accept that switch, and I'm going to now make this in steel and get it welded on there and painted, and we'll have ourselves a horn. I guess we could make it to start, make this button in here the horn, but I'll probably make that the start button and this be the horn button. So alright, I'm gonna go make it now. Alright, so I got that plate cut out, and then I added a washer. I'm gonna weld that washer in there and make it a little stronger. And then I need a plate welded in there on the inside so that switch can't move and arc out. So I'm going to cut that plate and get it to where I can weld it on. And then I can make the upper wraparound piece that goes on there. Alright, I got that external housing part made. So I got the 3 pieces I need now. I'm going to go weld it together and grind it down smooth, and then get it welded on. Alright, the housing's all welded and ground. You can see how that plate is, so that switch can't turn and rock. And I'll put it up in there now and weld it onto that column, and I'll have a button. Alright, I'm going to shoot some paint in this first, out in the spar end of it, and because it's going to be kind of hard to put any color back there. So I'm going to take the switch out and get some paint in here and then put it up there. And alright, so I got it all painted and horn button. So yeah, I'm gonna get this on here. So you reach down, you can hit the horn, turn signals, got turn signal indicators, horn, see a horn button right there, turn signal. Alright, doesn't seem like a lot, but we got that done here for the night, and it don't look too bad. And I'll be able to run cables. I'll just wire tie them down. You know, the wire's off there. But so we got turn signals and a starter button, or not a starter, but a horn button. So alrighty, it's tucked up in there real nice and clean. Alright, I'm gonna call it for tonight.